I'm here with comedian Lewis Black. So let's just get started. You started out doing playwriting, I guess, primarily?
Yeah, that's
according
it.
to Wiki.
Yeah, according to Wikipedia, yes.
That's very good.
Yeah, and according to my life, I started out.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm always asked it that way,
Yeah.
the way you just asked it, with
Well,
the
that's
look
good.
of like, you got to be kidding me. You used to write plays.
Well, how did you go from that to comedy? I mean, what's the jump like?
Well, it's not that big of a leap because, I mean, essentially, when you're doing stand-up, you're writing the script for yourself. I mean, so in essence, I mean, it's a form of theater that actually pays, as opposed to theater, which actually doesn't.
Mm-hmm. So now you kind of have this persona, this angry persona.
Mhm.
I mean, even on your website, your little characters start shaking.
Yes.
Which kind of gave me a seizure. What are you? Is that okay with you? If the people come up and assume you're just going to be this angry guy that starts
Yeah, I
shaking
mean,
at them?
it's like funny when people are, you set out, you're doing something. What are you gonna do?
Mhm.
You know, that's it. That's the way I'm funny. That's why people laugh. That's the source of my humor.
Mhm.
So I haven't really got much choice. You can't really, you can't change it, and it doesn't bother me. 'Cause,
Good.
I mean, I do other things. So so it's I don't see it. In terms of once you establish a character, you got to live with it. What are you gonna do?
Mhm.
You know.
Mm-hmm. Do you get a lot of criticism from different people? I mean, just about the material. You focus a lot on politics. That's kind of
It's odd. I don't get that much.
Mhm.
Kind of a negative. I always kind of expect more, but I don't get it. I mean, I did this thing on the Emmys, and I thought some people might be upset, and it's like people just kind of go, "Oh, that's him."
Okay, so they've kind of just accepted you as this guy. And
Yeah, they kind of accepted me as the guy in the Village Who Screams.
So you're on tour right now. Are you kind of living out of the box? Like, what's it like to be on tour that much, and when you're filming a movie or something?
Been on permanent tour for a long time, and since we started touring this way, where you play theaters and you're on a bus, which is really quite nice.
Mhm.
It's usually you're 3 days at home, and then you're on the bus 4 or 5 days. So it's really not not too bad, but it's been the last 2 years have been a little crazy because then you doing a film, and then you go fly somewhere and you do some shows, and then you get on. It starts to get hectic because you really don't have any time off because it took so long for me to get to a position where people were actually where I could do the work I really wanted to do, and so the opportunities when they present themselves, you grab them.
So we're coming into kind of an election year, 2008.
Yeah.
Do you have any? I mean, what really upsets you about the election? Is there anything that really kind of?
I'm glad to be honest, I'm glad I don't live in Iowa.
Yeah.
Because,
it's been bad.
I bet you guys are suicidal.
I've been getting calls from Mitt Romney like every other day, and like waking me up at 7:30 in the morning, and it's just.
They don't do that, do they really?
Yeah.
They have those calls, and
They
I
have-
saw
they
his
still have
ad.
the calls.
I saw his ad here.
Yeah.
And good to do. And what we need, I've never seen an ad like that. I'm a Republican, Republicans aren't being Republicans, but I'm a Republican, so vote Republican. What are you saying? I mean, you're insane. To be inundated, I don't see how anybody. I think Iowa. If I lived in Iowa, I think I'd be ready for 2012. 2008 is over for you guys.
Pretty much.
By the time they nominate somebody, the level of hate that you people are going to feel for whoever that person is going to be staggering. Unless they find somebody new. They started too early, and it really is upsetting.
Oh, it's been bad. It's been bad. And they always wear the plaid shirts, and they come in and pretend they're farmers. And
Yeah.
It's a nightmare.
Yeah, I know. I was in New Hampshire, and we wandered into this place where they all go to, and you just go. They just crawl. I mean, they're just like, it's like locusts now because there's so many of them.
I know. Can't keep track.
No, you can't keep track. But it's really weird that they started it that soon. I mean, it's really odd. I mean, not in my lifetime has that occurred. And it disgusts me, and it's cynical on a level I mean, it's one thing for the Democrats to do it. It's another thing. You've got a sitting president's Republican, and you can't. It's like being in somebody's deathbed and grabbing their watch before they pop off.
Well, okay. So, politics aside, what's next for you? I mean, I'm sure you're going to be following this election, and I'm sure you're going to be giving your insight on the Daily Show and things like that. What other? Do you have any other CDs coming out, DVDs?
We did it. We actually recorded 2 nights of the last 2 concerts that I did. We recorded, and then I realized by the end of them that I still need to work on it. So to work on the set. So that CD will be coming in sometime in the next 3 or 4 months, and then I'm writing a book. And that should be a career ender, and it's on religion.
Oh, okay.
So that should really.
Do you think you're going to get some criticism from that? Then?
Well, the thing is that when I write, I have a tendency to get more criticism because people who know my act get upset because some of my act is in the book, but there's reasons that I put the act in the book. And because it's a different audience. I mean, but it doesn't matter no matter how you work it, you're always going to get criticism. And then now that I've kind of established my voice, now the criticism is, it's always the same. He's always yelling. Well, yeah, I'm always yelling, but I'm yelling about different things, you schmuck.
Right.
So, as regards the religion thing, I know that people are going to think that I wasn't hard enough, and then people are going to think I was too hard. But basically, it's mostly about what I feel about whether there's a God or not. I mean, it's kind of like a children's book about God written by an idiot. You know, it's like the way I see it and my experiences with religion, and really, and it's all in terms of what I experienced within it, not I didn't do research. I wasn't interested. There's a billion books that have been researched. This one is just my response to what I've seen. You know, I've had more contact with certain things. So they'll say, "Well, why didn't you write a chapter about Scientology?" Because I don't know Scientologists. You know, I mean, I could write 1-2 paragraphs about a girl I hit on, who told me she was a Scientologist, and I said, and I quote, and you can edit it, "You're out of mind." So that's my Scientology chapter.
That's great. That would be a nice one. Keep it short and simple. All right, so we can look forward to seeing your book. Check out lewisblack.net and
.com now.
.com now.
Yeah, eventually will be .com.
.com eventually.
Yeah, it's only been in construction for 3 years now. The lewisblack.com.
Sounds like you guys are really on top of it.
And then there may be if all goes well, we're moving toward a series with Comedy Central.
Great. Well, then, they can check it out. There's plenty of places to find you. So
yes.
Thanks a lot for speaking with us.
That was a pleasure. Thank you, guys.
No problem.
And good luck in the industry. All of you. Have fun.
We're going to have a blast.
Morning, guys. What the hell? Where are all my leaves? Oh, Mama. Oh, man, it's cold. You guys know where my leaves went?
No, man, I haven't seen it.
Hey, man. Same here. I'm looking for mine, too.
I need my leaves. Oh, man, this is bull. This is just bull. You guys know what time Kohl's opens?